Good evening, everybody. This is USS Princeton 2004 here, and when I do these moto vlogs, it takes me a few seconds to put on my gear and when I hit the record button on the Creative VID000 2nd Gen pocket camcorder, I want to make sure it's recording, and one way of doing that is to wait a few seconds, because sometimes when I press the record button, after a few seconds the camera shuts off by itself. So I take just a few minutes, not even minutes, few seconds to make sure it's recording. And this morning I used the ZX5 Kodak PlaySport. I thought I needed to get some gas, but after opening the gas tank, the gas cap, it showed that my gas is almost to the top of the gas cap. So I'm good on the gas for now. I want to check something real quick before I leave here. It's still a little cloudy up in the sky, but it stopped raining. But I still put on my rain gear, which doubles as my winter gear. So today is February 13th, and tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So a lot of people that have boyfriends or girlfriends will be celebrating Valentine's Day together. And as for me, I do have a girlfriend slash fiance, but she's in another country right now. She's in Singapore. So I'll be by myself tomorrow on Valentine's Day. But me and my fiance, we stay in touch with each other through the internet, through the social network of Facebook. And we also keep in touch through emails using Yahoo. And she has a Yahoo email as well as I do, so tomorrow is supposed to be sunny according to the forecast. So I'll be able to get back on the RC track tomorrow. As of right now, I'm actually uploading some videos on YouTube of some onboard videos taken with a Hero 3 Black Edition GoPro action camera. One thing that I've noticed on the GoPro with the battery that's included when you buy the Black Edition is that the battery doesn't last that long, and it lasts about close to an hour, and that's recording with either at 720p 120 frames per second or 1080p at 60 frames per second. And I found that the battery doesn't last more than an hour. So there's a really short time to record videos. It's a good thing that I bought 2 additional batteries specifically made for the Hero 3, and these batteries are not the GoPro brand. They're a brand that's from China, but I've been able to use the Chinese brand battery a couple days ago, and it performs just as the GoPro brand does. And it's a good thing that I have 2 backup batteries, because like I said, the battery that came with the GoPro doesn't last that long. GoPro sells an accessory called the battery backpack, which attaches to the back of the GoPro camera, just as it does with the LCD accessory, the LCD touchscreen. And the thing with the battery backpack, I don't think you can use the LCD touchscreen as well as the battery backpack at the same time. I think you could either only use one accessory at a time. So if you plan on recording videos longer than an hour, then I suggest you get the battery backpack that's made for the GoPro cameras. If you buy the battery backpack, you don't have to stop recording as often as if you had the regular batteries like I do. But for my purpose of recording RC videos, I often stop my vehicle, which gives me time to check on the battery life, and there's an indicator on the screen that shows you how much battery life you have left. And you can also see how much battery life you have left on the LCD screen in front of the GoPro camera. Hopefully, if my brother is still around, if one of my brothers is still around come spring and summertime, I will try to get some videos of us mountain biking at one of the trails here. There aren't that many trails in my area, but there are quite a few that are accessible, and I already bought the GoPro chest mount, which allows me to record with the camera right where your chest and torso is. And there's a trick to mounting the GoPro camera so that the angle of the lens is not pointing down, too far down, because usually when you're on a mountain bike, it's just as if you were riding a sport bike like I am right now. And what happens is that you're leaning too far forward because of the handlebars and the position of the seat. So you're riding in a more aggressive stance, and the solution to the angle of the lens pointing too far down is to actually mount the camera upside down. And one of the features with the GoPro cameras is that you can record with the camera upside down, and you just go into the settings and select whether you want to record upside down or just regular. I wish these action cameras had come out when I was still a teenager, back in the early 90s. I was more active back then, than I am right now, and I have aged quite a bit, but there's new technology that has allowed these cameras to be smaller and to be more durable. And back in the early 90s, the internet wasn't readily available to the public like it is today. So there was no site such as YouTube. I think YouTube came out in somewhere between 2004 and 2006. So even if I did have a GoPro video camera back in the early 2000s, I would not have been able to upload the videos because there was no sites that allowed for you to do that. And when I record some videos, I try to share them so that a lot of people will get to view the videos that I make. And one of the things that you can do so that your videos can be seen by a lot of people is to make titles that are appropriate for the video, and at the same time you should put tags that relate to the video, and that way when people do a search on the search bar on YouTube, your video will show up on the search list. I remember back in 2007, I think, I had made a lot of rock crawling videos with an axial AX10 Scorpion rock crawler, and at the time I was able to get the axial AX10 early enough, and since the release of the rock crawler, it has become really popular, and because of its popularity, I was able to get a lot of view counts, and pretty much if you're one of the first persons to record a video of a certain product that any consumer can purchase, and you upload them on YouTube, more often than not, you'll get a lot of video views, view counts, and actually you could also record while you're playing video games, and if you're one of the people who get these new released video games and are able to record while you play them, then more often than not you'll get a lot of viewers, because you're one of the first people, you're one of the first persons to have the product, whether it be video games, computers, laptops, video cameras, anything. I mean, you could, as long as you can purchase it and others can purchase it as well, a lot of people will usually research that product before they make the purchase. And some products do not get good reviews, and if a product do not get good reviews, then a lot of consumers will not buy that product. And that's an advantage of having the internet, and you can use it as a resource to help you decide on whether you should buy one product or the other. I'm not saying that all products are found on YouTube, but there's a good percentage of products out there now that are shown, and I'm really happy that the internet is accessible, because I remember a time when there was no internet, and I think I benefited tremendously with the internet being open to the public. But I am where I need to be right now. So this is USS Princeton 2004 signing out.